Autobiographical Perspective of Thalzor Grimshad. My name is Thalzor Grimshad, though the syllables now taste like ash in my throat slit. The name was once a hymn, a tremor passed down through generations of shale and sweat. Now it is a scar, a reminder of what I've bartered to breathe in this gilded purgatory they call Zarathalon 9. Let me tell you of the before. In the Loam Warrens, time was measured in stalactite drips. My clan, the Grimshades, were tunnel singers, our throats tuned to frequencies that could liquefy stone. We communed with the earth veins, rivers of molten gold that pulsed beneath the crust. Our children's lullabies were the rumble of tectonic plates. Our elders' deaths were marked by swallowing them into the magma pools, their bodies becoming one with the planet's heartbeat. Then the sky dwellers descended. They called themselves the Aerokin, though we named them void scum in the privacy of our burrows. Their bodies were translucent, gelatinous masses suspended in the thick, iridescent atmosphere, trailing tendrils that crackled with bioelectric storms. They did not dig, they did not sing. They floated, constructing their spires of levitating alloy above our tunnels, their Milanese operas blaring through sonic projectors, drowning out our dirges. Their science was a mockery of nature. They drank the air, a cocktail of ammonia and neon particulates, and exhaled vapors that corroded our sacred stones. The first treaty was written in acid. They promised shared dominion. Lies. They mined our veins for Zemthor crystals, the glowing marrow of our world, to fuel their hover engines. When we resisted, they sealed the Warrens with magnetic seals, suffocating thousands. My sister Vryla was among them. I still hear her final transmission, scratched into a shale tablet. Thalzor, the air is gone. Sing for us, sing the walls down. I did not sing. I adapted. To walk among the Aerokin, I became a grotesque. My claws, which once carved hymns into granite, were replaced with retractable durasteel blades. My carapace, once armored in volcanic resin, was flayed and grafted with photonic scales that shimmered like their artificial auroras. The surgeons stuffed my lung sacs with synth filters to process their poison air. The procedure felt like drowning in liquid fire. When I awoke, my blood ran cobalt and my shadow cast rainbows. They adored me. I became their pet philosopher, a reformed primitive trotted out at their crystalline salons. Observe Thalzor, droned Lord Xylith, a bulbous Aerokin magnate whose voice buzzed through his electrolarynx. He proves even mud dwellers can transcend. I bowed, my new vocal modulator purring gratitude, while my gut churned with the bile of betrayal. My ascent was paved with relics of my people. I sold them our Zemthor burial orbs, each containing the memories of a dead elder, to be used as party lanterns in their sky ballrooms. I translated our sacred hymns into Aerokin advertising jingles. Worst of all, I counseled them on breaking the Warrens' resistance. Offer them masks, I advised. Let them taste your air. They'll forget the weight of stone. Some did. My cousin Drog came to me after his first breath of ammonia. It's lighter, he rasped, his claws already atrophying. But I can't feel the veins anymore. I handed him a vial of Daze spray, an Aerokin narcotic that dulls the void's ache. You'll learn, I lied. The Aerokin think their Milanese symphonies are transcendent. They don't understand the music is a weapon. The frequencies destabilize our bones, keep us docile. At night, I press my ear to the vents, straining to hear the distant thrum of the earth veins. Instead, I hear her, Vryla's ghost, humming the song of unbinding, the melody that could shatter their sky spires if enough tunnel singers joined the chorus. But the singers are silent now. The veins are drying up. Last cycle, I was summoned to the Chrysalis Summit, a floating coliseum where Aerokin elites bobbed in their nutrient gels. They wanted a spectacle. A debate between me and Grithar, a tunnel singer elder who still dared to resist. His carapace was cracked, his claws chipped from digging graves. When he saw me, he spat a glob of molten resin that sizzled against my holograms. You are a rot, he growled in the old tongue. You think these gas bags see you as kin? You're a puppet, a joke. The crowd tittered, mistaking his wrath for theater. I replied in Aerokin common, my voice smooth as synth oil. Grithar clings to dirt because he fears the future. But the future is light. It is ascent. The Aerokin rippled with applause. Grithar's eyes met mine, and for a flicker I saw the boy who taught me to carve my first hymn. Then he lunged, claws aimed at my throat. The guards vaporized him with plasma torches before he took 2 steps. That night, I vomited cobalt bile into my hoverloft's waste chute. There are moments when the mask slips. Once, in a rare act of mercy, an Arokan archivist returned a stolen relic to me, my grandmother's tunnel harp, its strings woven from her own tendons. I plucked a note, and the sound cracked my synth scales, revealing raw, oozing flesh beneath. The harp's song filled the room, dissolving the neon smog, and for an instant I felt the veins again, distant but alive. Then the air filters kicked in, scrubbing the melody from the atmosphere. Now I hoard fragments of the before. A vial of Warren's dust, a shard of Grithar's claw, a recording of Vryla's last hymn smuggled in a Zemthar orb. The Arakin think these are trinkets. They don't know I'm building a bomb. The void is not empty, it is alive, hungry. In our oldest myths, the void is the womb of the planet, the darkness that existed before the magma rivers. It is said that when a Grimshade betrays their blood, the void gnaws at their core until only a husk remains. I believe this. Some nights I claw at my chest, convinced I'll find a black hole where my heart once beat. The Arakin mock our superstitions. Primitive fears, they sneer. But I've seen their underbelly. They fear the dark too. Why else drown the city in eternal rainbows? Why else outlaw our songs? They know. They know the void is coming for them. And when it does, I will sing it awake. Do not mistake this for redemption. I am still a coward. I still sip their electrolytic wines and laugh at their jokes. But in the quiet, when the Milanese drones fade, I practice the old frequencies. My graphs bleed, my synth lungs falter. No matter, the Arakin think they've won. They think we are extinct, a relic smoothed into glass. But stone remembers, and the veins are patient.